Hey everybody, and welcome back to my Wifestyle. Today I decided I wanted to do a very candid vlog with you guys. I do have my beauty channel where you guys know I'm doing pregnancy vlogs, and that's all the fun things such as like symptoms and cravings and things that people enjoy hearing about. And I decided with this channel that I was going to share things that maybe I do around the home, or maybe a little more candid conversations with you guys about pregnancy, and also things like hauls, like maybe maternity clothing hauls or baby hauls, like items that I'm going to get. And I just feel like that's the place for this. And I apologize because it is super late at night. My makeup is smudged. I'm not even going to lie because I'm pregnant, I'm tired, and I just was not in the mood to touch up for this video because I just honestly felt the urge to get on and just film and just talk to you guys. I'm really excited because there are a lot of new faces on my channel. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I know that this channel has been kind of iffy. I've been kind of coming and going, but now that I'm pregnant, I really feel like I have something interesting to talk about as far as being a wife and now a mommy. So I just really enjoy watching other people's vlogs when it comes to pregnancy and being, you know, a mother or a father or whatever it may be. So I'm just really happy to be able to share a lot of this stuff with you guys. And today I just kind of wanted to talk about something that has been just a little bit irritating to me, and I'm sure that it's irritating to a lot of women who are pregnant. And, you know, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was negativity during pregnancy. And, you know, when you get pregnant, you really feel like this is going to be the moment of a lifetime, which it is. It definitely is. And, you know, just the little smidgen of negativity can really make you feel down and out, especially because your hormones are all over the place and you just kind of feel like extra sensitive. I'm the type of person that if somebody is either hating on me or whatever it may be, I just kind of let it roll off my shoulders. But right now that I'm pregnant, I just feel extra sensitive. Like, I'm definitely not a crier, and growing up, a lot of my friends didn't ever really see me cry. And now that I'm pregnant, I think I've cried more than I've cried all year long in like the 10 weeks that I've been pregnant. So yeah. But there is definitely some negative aspects to pregnancy that I wanted to talk about and just kind of encourage those of you guys who are also going through pregnancy to keep your chin up, because I was really feeling depressed there for a good week, and I really just kind of pulled myself out of it and thought, you know what, I am not going to give power to people who are negative, or, you know, to maybe some annoying comments. I'm not going to give that power to those people. This is my moment, my husband's moment, this is our family's moment, and I just need to really embrace it and just look at the positive. So I just wanted to tell you guys maybe what I experienced and what I've cut out of my life to maybe help those of you guys who may be experiencing the same thing. So one of the first things that I was experiencing is I am a local DJ where I live, also a singer, entertainer, and I've been out where I live for 11 years. A lot of people know me, they recognize me for what I do here in my area, and it's always been exciting and fun, but my life has pretty much been an open book. People think that they know me when they don't, or they assume things about me. Like, I've been quote unquote pregnant like 11 times according to people, and this is my first pregnancy. So, you know, people just assumed like when I would gain weight that I was pregnant, etc. And, you know, people can really just make really rude comments. Like, I've had people come up to me and tell me that I need to be careful, you know, because of my health issues that I have, because they've experienced the same thing and have had like miscarriages. And I'm just kind of like, why would you tell a pregnant woman that has the same health issue as you about, you know, why would you tell me that you've had miscarriages? I just thought that, you know, just think that's kind of rude. And then I am 30 years old. I just turned 30. And again, this is my first child. And I've had people just look at me and go, like, this is going to be such a difficult pregnancy for you because of your age. Okay, thanks a lot for the support. And I really appreciate that you've really, that you're rooting for me. So yeah, I've had to deal with some really rude comments and some really scary things, even messages about, you know, people being upset that I'm pregnant. I mean, it's just unreal, the things that people will say. And I don't know if this is because of what I do that makes people feel like they can just say what they want, or if other people, you know, just, I don't know, experience the same thing that I have. But I feel like I've really gotten a lot of harsh comments. And I've always said that I've always said since I was younger that when I get pregnant, I want it to be a time where everybody is happy. I never wanted to get pregnant when I was younger, so I always prevented, in my younger years, from getting pregnant if I wasn't married or things like that. And I just wanted people to be excited for me and to embrace my baby. And I just feel like, people just have really said mean things. So I've had to really sit down because I was getting very depressed. There's been people that haven't even acknowledged the pregnancy to my husband and I. And that's something else that has really, really hurt my feelings, especially because it's either close friends or family that have seen our announcement or that have heard from other family members and they just haven't even bothered to call or to send a message our way to say, congratulations, we're ready to celebrate with you. And as much as I know people will say like, oh, well, you want everybody to be like, kissing your butt because you're pregnant, that's not even the case. I just feel like, if you're really a good friend of mine or you're a family member, I just feel like I want to share the joy with you. And I feel like, it's a little bit hurtful when somebody just doesn't acknowledge the happiness. It almost makes you feel like, wow, should you really be in my life if you can't even be excited about one of the biggest things that's happening to me and my husband? Unfortunately, we are stuck with family, but, friends, you can kind of make more of a decision. But I don't know. It's just I had to really sit down and pinpoint the things that were stressing me out. What was making me so depressed? What was making me sad and making me feel so horrible? And I had to sit down and I had to tell myself, no, like I need to stop. I need to stop this. I need to take in the moment and embrace my baby because I'm only pregnant for so long. It's going to fly by. Before you know it, I'm going to have a newborn in my arms. And then I'm going to regret not taking every day as like a precious gift and enjoying my pregnancy and the growing baby that's in my belly. So that was number one. So if you are experiencing those things, I do encourage you, sit down, even if you have to make a list of things that are really stressing you out, and just tell yourself every day what a blessing it is to be pregnant. And there are women out there that are trying to get pregnant that can't. And there's people that miscarry. And I just feel that I'm really lucky to have a little being inside of my belly. And I just need to be aware. So I really encourage you guys that are going through that to be aware, be thankful, and just really think positive thoughts, even if you have to turn around and like start reading a book that encourages positive thinking. Also, one of the things that was stressing me out a lot was Facebook. If I would post any little thing, everybody wants to jump down my throat about what I can and can't do, or shouldn't and should not do, or what I should and shouldn't do. It's just, and I know that everybody means well, and I really appreciate all the advice that people give me. But at times it makes you feel like people view you as an imbecile. And being 30 years old, I have a lot of common sense when it comes to, I obviously know that I'm not supposed to do this, do that. And being a very OCD-ish person, I have researched from the moon and back on the internet. I have been reading books since way before I got pregnant about pregnancy. I ask my doctor a ton of questions, from the food I eat to the things I clean in my house. So I have asked my doctor about a bajillion things as far as my pregnancy goes, because there's no way that I would want to harm my unborn child. I don't want anything bad to happen to my baby. I want the best for my baby. I want it to be, extremely healthy. And it just kind of makes you feel like an imbecile when people tell you like the basic things, like, you can't do this or do that, or you can't eat this, or you can't smoke, or you can't do it, like, duh. I just feel like saying that, but it's really hard to be rude when people are trying to come from a place of, they're just trying to care about me. And then there's other people that just really are being nosy and they just kind of want to pick. So I had to kind of eliminate that stress from my life, and I decided that I would no longer share my pregnancy on Facebook as far as like milestones and things like that, or things that I'm doing. If somebody really comments, like, if I post an everyday post and somebody comments, oh, well, I couldn't do that when I was pregnant, or I couldn't do this, I kind of just roll over the comment and ignore it. Because I don't want to get into my pregnancy details anymore. One of my friends made a good point and said, like, this is a sacred moment between you and your husband, and you should be very choosy of who you share it with. And, I do have my Facebook friends, and they are all friends and family. But I feel like those that are really close to me call me, and, they're going to know what's going on. They're going to see my sonograms. They're going to know my updates. And so those are the important people that I will share with, are those people that are actually, like, really, really in my life. So I had to eliminate that, and it's unfortunate, but it was stressing me out. I was really feeling like attacked at some points, and I'm probably not attacked. It's just, again, my hormones, so I had to eliminate that. Another thing I had to eliminate was my job, and that was a huge stress factor for me because I was working in smoke. So I just had to say, you know, ta-ta, goodbye. Luckily, I do also sell Scentsy, so I'm going to be doing that full force, and I'm also going to be able to dedicate more time to my YouTube channels, which is exciting. So I'm just really thankful that my husband, you know, is just going with the flow and just supporting me and letting me take this time off to be pregnant, because a lot of people can't do that, and I understand that, but I am still going to be contributing to the household, but just not as much. So it was very depressing to have to quit something that I've done for 11 years, and given I could go and work somewhere that doesn't have smoke, but I would be back in the same shoes when my baby's born. Like, I'm gonna be, you know, at this job at night when I have a newborn at home. Like, I can't do that. So it's just, it was time for me to retire altogether. So I've just really pinpointed the places in my life that are causing stress, and I've just had to eliminate them. And I have to remember, and if you're pregnant, you have to remember that it's just not about you anymore, and it's not about me anymore. It's about our babies. So, you know, that's the hardest part. The hardest part is coming to terms that it's just not about you anymore at all. And when they say your life changes when you have a child, it changes from the moment that you find out you're pregnant. Because the things you eat, the things you smell, the things you touch, look at, think about, you know, they all have to be good for the baby. And that's all that matters, is the health of the baby. So I don't feel guilty anymore about quitting my job. I don't feel bad about not sharing my pregnancy. I don't feel so stressed anymore. And that's just a huge weight off of my shoulders. I'm actually feeling like I can enjoy my pregnancy, and my husband and I can share these private moments. And, you know, I'm just really glad that I sat down and thought about all of this, because I had to ask my doctor. I was like, you know, I'm getting depressed. Is this normal? And then she even said, you know, your hormones can make you feel like, you know, somebody's attacking you or this or that. And it is true. But regardless, like, I needed to eliminate those bits of, you know, chaos in my life that I felt just weren't making me happy. So I just want to be as happy as I can be during this pregnancy. I want to be able to be as calm and stress-free as I can. Now that I'm not working at night anymore, I'm going to start creating a more of a daytime deal for myself, like a routine, which I haven't had in years, since maybe I was in high school, and just kind of get myself healthy, start walking in the evenings, just kind of keep my endorphins up and get a lot of rest, and just follow doctor's orders, and just, I don't know, just love my baby, and just every day pray and just think about my child. And I just love being pregnant right now. I'm just happier than ever. I feel like my life is really at a really good place as far as my husband and I go and our household. And I'm just really excited to welcome our new baby, and I still have 30 weeks to go, so I'm really excited to continue sharing my pregnancy vlogs with you guys on my beauty channel. If you guys haven't subscribed over there, be sure to do so. I share those videos every Friday. I talk about my pregnancy symptoms, cravings, and all that good stuff. And here, of course, like I said, I'll do a little more personal things. If you guys have any requests or questions about pregnancy or about being a wife or a household, I am taking those currently, because I need some more ideas for this channel, or I just need some more requests. What would you guys like me to talk about, and what would you guys like to see? So leave those down below. Thank you guys so much. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe, and I love you all so much. Bye.